Let's expand the conversation about the Superman trailer rumors. Now, the Puck News are saying that this trailer comes from the point of view of Krypto, the Superdog. Now, this is a very, very interesting situation because to me, and this is not a surprise, anyone who listens to James Gunn and everything he says, this is not a surprise. He spoke about Ozu. I think it's Ozu, the dog he adopted. He was starving, he was hungry, maybe he faced some cruelty. And once he adopted this dog, he decided to expand the role of Krypto in this Superman movie. So, from my point of view, having a Superman trailer from the point of view of Krypto, the Superdog, right? You know, and these rumors are kind of interesting as well. Because apparently in this teaser trailer, we see lots of Clark Kent, but we only see David Corenswet as Superman in the final sequence of the trailer. Now, this is nothing new for a first teaser trailer. In Superman Returns, we never saw Brandon Routh as Superman, kind of suited up as Superman, until that final little bit when we see him standing over the Earth, opening his eyes and flying. This was, flying towards the Earth. This was a very compelling sequence. So, this is not a new thing for a teaser trailer released in December. If I remember rightly, the Superman Returns first teaser trailer was released in December as well. The teaser for Man of Steel, it had a very somber feel to it. We saw Henry Cavill in a beard as Clark Kent. I don't think we even got a close-up of Henry in the costume. We had that whole him flying up, right? And we saw the sonic boom thing. So this is nothing new. And to a lot of people, this is utterly controversial. Not to me. I'm a balanced geezer. I speak as I find, and I'm not just going to crap on James Gunn just for clicks and views. So this is not a new thing in terms of teaser trailers. Now let's think about this. What if this film is from the point of view of Krypto, the Superdog? If I'm a young kid from around, let's say, 3 years old to about 10 years old, I think seeing a Superman movie from a point of view of a CGI Superdog could be interesting. It seems to me that James Gunn is going through this E.T. vibe, that he's been inspired via E.T. He's looking for Krypto to make Superman more interesting and relatable. If you think back to the opening sequence of E.T., it's from the point of view of E.T., or at the very least, the point of view of E.T. and his people running away. You don't actually see them. You see them running away. You may see their bodies quickly running, but it's a camera movement, running through the forest, brushing through the bushes. So what if in this movie, when we first begin this journey, Superman hasn't actually met Krypto yet, and he meets Krypto, and maybe Krypto's been experimented on, maybe he's been harshly treated, and one of the main elements of this movie is the relationship between Krypto and Superman and Clark, which obviously is going to be a facet of this movie. If I'm a young kid, if I'm a family audience, I'm going to love that. So this is what James Gunn's clearly attempting to do. Make this movie attractive to a younger audience. Because there's no point trying to capture teenagers. You do need a general audience to come in. It's, a lot of people are asking, why is this movie only, the 9th anticipated movie of 2025? Why is it one of the least anticipated movies of 2025? Well, it's a bit like Doctor Who. There's two eras of Doctor Who. There's the Tom Baker era and the David Tennant era. These are debatable, but these are two of the most popular eras of Doctor Who. What happened when Tom Baker left? What happened when David Tennant left? The ratings started to fall slowly but surely, and they never went back up again. Same thing here. Henry Cavill was a very popular Superman. They teased he was coming back, then he didn't come back. So this is one of the major reasons why maybe this Superman movie isn't hotly anticipated. People are upset that Cavill isn't Superman anymore. But James Gunn can ease people into this new Superman and make him an attractive proposition. So yeah, it would not surprise me if, this movie is a crypto point of view movie, because if these rumours are true, and I have no reason to doubt what the Puck News are saying, that this is going to be a punk rock trailer that features crypto heavily, Clark Kent, then Superman. I don't think any of this is a bad thing. I never expected James Gunn to give me a Dick Donner Superman movie, a Bryan Singer Superman movie, or a Zack Snyder, David S. Goyer, Christopher Nolan Superman movie, or a Superman and Lois. No, James Gunn was always going to give us a James Gunn type of movie. This is what James Gunn does. A lot of people are comparing Krypto the Superdog to Rocket Raccoon. James made Rocket Raccoon the most interesting thing in the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. He's probably the most attractive thing to me in terms of entertainment and a character, and following that character in the entire trilogy. In fact, the third movie is pretty much about him and his backstory. So yeah, but I don't think this is going to be, the crypto movie. But what they're doing is they're taking a cutesy CGI dog, a famous super dog, and they're making this the point of reference. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if this movie is from the point of view of Krypto the Superdog and about his relationship with Clark Kent, Kal-El, the last son of Krypton, aka Superman. I had an idea for a Superman movie, apart from my Metallo one, where the whole movie is from the point of view of Jimmy Olsen. The whole thing, comes from Jimmy's first day at the Daily Planet, the most famous newspaper in the world. He enters this world of, the first superhero, Superman, and becomes his best friend from just being a school leaver. So having it from the point of view of something else other than Superman isn't a disastrous creative conceit. And it could be quite interesting and entertaining. And yes, I'm starting to suspect that this is what James Gunn is attempting to do. So no, I don't think it's a bad thing. Now, I was watching a YouTube video from a content creator called Comic Book Cast 2. And he came up with a really bad kind of mindset, saying this is what happens when you give creatives too much control. So he was talking about giving too much creative control to Tim Burton with Batman was a mistake. He went on to talk about Zack Snyder, blah-de-blah-de-blah. No, that's not a mistake. I suppose if you want to make a $2 billion Superman movie, you probably shouldn't give creative control to Zack Snyder, as much as I loved MOS. But they did. And, Tim Burton made a very successful first Batman movie. The second Batman movie was a little divisive, but I think Batman Returns is one of the great Batman movies. So it depends what you want. Do you want to make a great individual Superman movie as part of a brand new franchise, right? Are you looking for $2 billion? I think in terms of James Gunn, his creative conceit could be more attractive to the general audience than maybe Zack Snyder's. Because Zack Snyder is like Marmite. You either love his stuff or you hate his stuff, and I happen to love his stuff. But, his DCEU wasn't for everyone, and I absolutely get that. And so, doing this kind of E.T. inspiration where Superman discovers a dog from his planet. Don't forget, Superman thinks he's alone. He grew up on his own with other human beings. He thinks he's the last of his kind, and he meets this dog from his planet. As I say, This could be a very neat way of making Superman relatable. And that's the key here, making Superman relatable. I have no idea if this is going to work, but I don't think it's such a bad thing.